Okay, so getting this thing started, I gotta go bring it up in the TV room and just go. Okay, so looks like we're using cat for today, so we just get one side of the conversation. Bring that up. And the first question, I guess, is can you hear me okay? Yep, okay, cool. It's time to turn the controller on and make a character really fast since you don't care what the character looks like. Should be pretty easy. It's just the title screen, and I'm talking kind of loud, but I can turn the game up a little bit. I'm just edging the game up slightly. Okay, so I want to start a new game. And we're gonna keep it real simple. We're going with the wretch. Be a boy named Oh, good. And who cares? No. That will go. Sure. Keep it real simple. Golden seed. Maybe I'll do something with it. That works. You don't really look at our character that much anyway. Okie doke. Starting with the club.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome Dung-Eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Alright, so here we are, naked and afraid. I forgot to ask you, do you want to watch the cutscenes again? You want me to skip them? You got it, we don't want all the cutscenes. They're good. Alright, let me know what's up here. Maybe we'll get wrecked by the first boss. Just for your memory, so that's Stormvale Castle over there. You can look over here and see this place from a little later in the game. Get your bearings. This is called the Chapel of Anticipation. Barbaric Roar. I've never even actually looked at what that is yet. This bestial roar increases attack. I got cheats. I'm gonna roar at this thing. Give him a smack. Yep. It's fine. Oh, hey, Jason's playing Divinity Original Sin 2.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
She doesn't care about her boots getting full of water.
Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Oh, how am I sounding now? Got my heals. Yep, cave of knowledge, whatever. Grave tarnish, take the plunge of learning and remembrance, call the Arts of War, and your warrior's blood. We do get a little emote for doing the tutorials. Yeah, we get a second. Bob. Jump attacks. Who needs to guard when you can jump? Who needs to dodge when you can jump? Put the crossbow up top. Me to run, teaching me about picking stuff up. Who needs clothes when you can wear blood? That's what I should actually do. Right? Yeah. With you. This is why I love jump attacks. Don't need skills when you already got skills. Jump attack skill. Why crouch when you can jump attack? Oh. Oh, come on. We're locked on. Gonna bop. Sneaky. No sneaky. Take America in case I die to the very first boss. The epic Soldier of Godric. Was messing it up. Come on. First epic fight. Something good, huh? Right. Rest. We just got. What's our new one? I think I've never even looked at strength. Whoop. Mad with power. Alright. Remember it's over there. That's one of the first places you can meet those chariot things. I unfortunately don't have a stone sword key, so I can't go in there. We might do some co-op later with Dan. I think I need to get some armor. Alright. What in the world? That dude, White-Faced Barre. I'll show you what his actual questline does when we complete it. I already know about the map and everything, but we'll listen to this guy.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Oh, yeah?
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, the path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
So, yep, guidance, grace, these little light shafts, supposed to be guiding me along the main path.
Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly, to Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
First boss, that's his house up there, to the castle.
It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you, if you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
Yep, so they saw me to go up there for my first dungeon. You can completely skip Stormvale if you want. You don't have to go over there at all, but of course, we're trying to hit most, if not all, of the bosses. But to get your bearings, since you've seen some of the game, or a lot of the game, but it's not in detail. We don't have a map yet, really, but south, that's where Castle Morn is. To the way over there is supposed to be the Round Table Hold. The Stormvale. East is going to be Kaled. I don't know if we can see Kaled from there. Oh yeah, that's Kaled over there. The red. That place is nasty. You know what that's about? Do that. They're dropping their stuff out there. Killing those to collect feathers to make arrows and things. Anyway. You already know about Donkey Boy on the road there. I'm not going to try and kill him with a club. I am the lowliest of the low starting characters. And I ain't that good at the game. Holy goat. Thanks for coming over. Into the church. Meet our little crafter friend here. A merchant friend with the crafting kit. Strengthening armaments, so you can actually smith your own stuff on that animal.
You're a tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
He is often referred to as Santa Claus because out of all the merchants, I think he's the only one that wears that freaking hat and red cape. He recommends that you buy a crafting kit, which I will do. Allows you to craft things, and then got a torch because light. So these cookbooks, you can look at their description, it tells you what they let you make. So this one teaches you to make bow and arrows, so useful. This one makes cured meat and pots. Pots are like grenades in this game. You need cracked pots to craft them. I've actually never ever used them, so maybe I'll screw around with that a little bit. Yeah, so torch and a crafting kit. Good start. I'll ask him about him and his people.
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Okay, so he's happy to see us.
Goodbye. Nice to do business.
So it's teaching me about item crafting, which is easy. Containers, like I said, you need cracked pots in order to make grenades. That's what that one's talking about. Alright, you can fast travel with sites of grace. We already know about that. And the lowly, armorless, maidenless, runeless now because I spent all my money. Character, I need to throw something. Hopefully I can get some weapons or armor off of them. This is going to be a big weapon type character, probably strength and intelligence for my damage stats. And the first big weapon that I know how to get is the Great Axe. Just too far from here. First, we just gotta knock some fools on the head. We gotta get our horse. Get unlucky, no drops. Club's doing a pretty good job of bonking things, though. Alright, this is where we should get Torrent. Sit here.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melaner. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
So, a couple of things to note here, since we're doing kind of a tour guide style. Her left eye is the one that is closed. Something to note in a few minutes. And notice she asks you if you know about the Finger Maidens, that she can act as a maiden, but it does not actually say that she is a Finger Maiden.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Okay.
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your
Level up
thoughts,
menu. Don't have
your
enough for
ambitions.
level yet. Okay. So, I'm gonna hit Torrent on my bar here. This. And I don't have summons yet. So, her left eye was closed. She's not actually a maiden. I'll speak up a little bit more. Does this sound better? Burn myself up too. Just a little bit. Just don't want to peek too much. Right. And I'll turn this up a little bit too. Okay. So, she didn't call herself a Finger Maiden, but said she can take on the role. I guess I'll grab the map. Oh, timing was off on that one. Okay, I'm level 10 Alkabog. There. Yeah. Not going to use this weapon, probably. Oh, actually, that's a bigger weapon for now. Need 16 strength for that. Ways off. I'm gonna snag this Oh, the guy didn't see me. Hooray! Okay. So, anyway. Got the map. Fast travel back to the church. And we'll meet somebody that you're familiar with. Or we'll see somebody you're familiar with.
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word?
Remember her. Notice that her right eye is the one that is closed. And she knows about
Pleasure
Torrent.
to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the Witchrena. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
Oh, the spectral steed. Oh,
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the Witchrena. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. Ah, as I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly. As they recall battles past, now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
now I can summon. Summons here.
Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
How long until we stop obeying the two fingers, she said. Oh, you know who that is. That's Romney. And notice the differences between her and the Finger Maiden. It is postulated that it might even actually be the same person. Okay, so I need to get my axe. I don't know if I'm strong enough to get it as this baseline wretch. I can try. I don't have much. I got a stick. If you probably don't remember, but the great axe is on that. Oh, hey, there's some armor. What the? Never seen that bug before. I seem to be missing part of my body. Interesting. I'm still gonna wear it. I've never seen that happen before. It's pretty funny. You freaked out if I saw that coming for me? Maybe it'll make me harder to detect. Do not want to fight those bats. Let me try resting. Maybe that'll fix this interesting situation. That's good. Chance to get some goodies. We'll let the dogs in. And I do want to get the That blade. We'll deal with those. Maybe I can get these real. That's cool. Came out real quick. Keep this timing. Didn't drop anything. No bats, please. It's anything to do with the bats. God. Are they coming after my dogs? Yes, they are. Alright. There's one. Attacks for the win. I thought there was 3. Let's kill the last bat then, since it's only just one by itself now. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, you see me? Or can you? Because I'm only half here. Get 'em, boys. Yep. Still nothing. You want to square off and look at me, that's fine. Dog over there. That's messed up. You'll be seeing my body. Alright. Whetstone knife. Lets me change, oops, didn't drink that. Lets me change the scaling on my weapons and put weapon arts and things on them. Here's our big friend. I don't think I want to deal with him right now. Kill everybody else first. It's indeed. Alright, we killed everything else in this camp. Do we go for the big guy? We just got that guy. It's just this guy left. Easy peasy. Ah, this is the one that is not easy. If I get really lucky, I'll either get his weapon or his shield. Love summons. Unfortunately, didn't get anything, but I should at least level a couple things. Okay. You know I need strength for my weapon. Smart, I would be getting help. Going for weapons. Oh. The game's crashing. That's a bummer. Yep. First sign that something was wrong was the fact that my chest armor was missing. Started. I think the stream is still going. I hope that it picks up again when I restart the game. Alright, looks like it's recording it. Let me know if you can see the game again. And did not save my level up that I did. Try leveling up again. Okay, game has not crashed. It's still so messed up that I can't see my armor. Wait, that's not some weird permanent thing with his character, so that would be all of my armor when I put on armor go invisible. Otherwise this might turn into a naked run. Try an NPC that was missed by penalty time.
Oi! You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
He's talking. Where can he be?
You? Yeah, you there? Stop pretending you can't see me. What'd you go and do that for?
Well, demi-human.
Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
Give me a mushroom.
Well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon. Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore. Right,
All his dialogue, so. Cave on the shore. Now, since it is nighttime, there's an enemy that I have almost zero chance of killing. There. I'm just gonna leave. Stop fighting him. Goal. Let's get the axe out of that wagon. Now I would like to have the site of grace that's here, so this might be a little bit of a tough fight for me, but see if we can do it. Remember, Mr. Pumpkinhead is down here. Dodge this out. Get him, dogs! Little slow ass ain't about to do this thing, because I'm bad. Now I got a little spot where I can just try to farm that axe, or not farm it, but if I don't succeed in stopping the caravan, I have a spot I can start from that's close by. And there's a new friend in here, of course. Still pumping strength. I need a lot of strength to use the weapons I want to use. I need a lot of endurance too, frankly, but armor's not good. Starting to weird me out. Miss Sellet.
Tarnished, are
Miss
we?
Sellet.
No wonder you should turn up here. I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here?
Oh, Lord Sorcerer.
A yen for glintstone sorceries. I dare say your proclivities are far from ideal. Oh well, perhaps nurture will defy nature. With a bit of luck. But one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria. As a reviled, apostate
Yes, she is early in the game, pal. You just completely missed this. Sure, I wish to learn from
Well,
you.
you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege.
Now to really do her
Sorcerer.
quest line, you have
But
to
I
get
refuse to coddle.
Combat as
or
your
cast
spell
kind
from a
words.
very late game area.
Never.
So,
Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
yeah, she's one of the first little mages you can get to, and I do plan on actually doing strength and intelligence, so I'll probably do some sorceries, but I do want to try using slow weapons and dodge rolling and that kind of stuff. Not my usual style. I can try to get good. Yeah, first big weapon I want to try is the great axe. Let's see if we can get it from the caravan. A lot of enemies to kill. Most of them are easy. One of them is not easy. It's a horse rider guy. Let's kill this dude. Blow your horns. One little trick, though, is that you can, I believe, use summons. Fucking dogs. So if I go down too far, I can't. Summons will disappear. Like you see, they start fading out on the side of my screen. I want that horse rider. That's who I want to kill. He's the one I'm worried about. I was still scared, but I want him to come up here to break it. Here's how we have the horse rider. Something. Got a straight sword from them. My puppies is right. Yep. Yes. Be mad at me. Be very mad at me. Oh! Yeah, I get credit on it now. Missed it. I can yell too. I've never used it, so I don't even know what I'm actually buffing. So Something with R with my charged attacks or something like that, I think. Okay. He's down, so the real threats are eliminated. These guys are weak. In fact, I just got a sword. Oh, I can use this if I'm two-handing it. I think. Yep. I can use one bigger weapon. Chunk. 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 Yeah, forgot about two-handing lets me use stuff like this. So when you two-hand, it multiplies your strength attribute by 1.5. So you have 50% more strength. Maybe I can actually use this. Hopefully I can use the great axe too. Mage, and then I'll go for the... Wait. Freaking Black Rider. Yeah, the Black Rider's here. Dang it. Way too long. I want nothing to do with that Black Rider. These little punks, sure. Oh. Light attack won't quite do it. Why y'all gotta go across this bridge? Hand, fireflies. Oh, it's the sun is coming up, so Black Rider's gone. Just a regular horse guy now. What's his patrol route like? Stop moving. That's all I'm asking. We can be friends. Give me the big chunky axe. When I use it. 30. Okay, so no, I don't have the stats for that yet. Got one more strength. And now I have this guy's attention. Got Black Rider, I can fight you. I'm back. Jump attacks. That's why we like them. Oh, each one of these giants is worth 1,000 runes. They can't. This one can't move too well yet. Just get stompy stomps. Stompy stomps? They're trying to look for me? I'm right here. Is the giant hurt them? No, that's unfortunate. Give our item here, whatever it is. Just expect nothing to run from me. Flash of War. Still just standing there. 3 swords. Eyeball. And down. Need my levels to use that axe. So another nice thing about jump attacks is that you can auto stagger. Let's get stuff like this in. Still up, yep. That's a good bit of souls. That's the That's enough. It's not gonna be over near enough. I think I need what, 20? I need 20 strength before I can use that axe. 2 more levels. All my other stats still suck, but yeah. Alright, what do we want to do first? I'll ask you. So we can go south towards Castle Morn and all that, now that I got my great axe. Or we can head towards Stormvale Castle. I think I'd like to unlock the Site of Grace that's up there either way, but let me know which way you want me to go first if you care. If you don't care, and then I'll do another thing. Ow! Beat your horn. Who cares? Okay. Now, one thing I'm going to do then, I'm going to quickly unlock the War Master's Shack, because there's a bunch of giants over there that like to farm for runes, and I'll do a lot of farming and leveling up off stream, so you don't have to watch that. Know about junior tricks. Okay, so in Palatine's game, we both saw something I hadn't seen before, where he was worried about something happening here at nighttime, and then sure enough, he loaded back in, and there was some horrible creature that attacked him. I didn't know what that was. Apparently, there's a few spots that thing can spawn. This is one of them, and it only does it after you've bought a Ash of War from this guy. So I'm not going to buy an Ash of War from him. But if you... I'm not sure if you recognize him, but Volcano Man, the guy that's sitting on the chair with the big weapon, and he actually has a helmet on, that's this guy. So you can actually kill him right now and get his armor, which I'm considering.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernard. Tarnished, just like you. Let me ask you something. Are you here in the lands between to take up the fight? Does your faith in the guidance of grace hold firm, despite the collapse of the Golden Order?
Asking if he is a snake? No, he's not a snake as far as I know. The reason not to kill him right now is, one, like, I would want to buy all of his Ashes of War first, but two, you can get, if you actually do the whole Volcano Man quest line, you can fight him much, much later in the game and get more stuff. Probably do that. Yeah, he's not a snake as far as I know.
Yes, you're a Tarnished through and through. Takes me back. But that's a quality needed now more than ever. Any interest in bearing the torch of my battle arts? All I know is the sword. Picked up a fair few tricks in my time, too. Now's the time to pass them on. To a good and proper Tarnished, like you.
I do want his stuff, but I want to spawn that thing yet, and I want to be able to buy them all later, so...
Floating your boat, eh? Well, there's no rush. Knowledge of the arts can wait another day.
Alright, so yeah, so the reason I wanted this Site of Grace is because literally here is a field full of giants. So just get your bearings of where we're at. Church of Kale, there's the gate front, we ran through there past those giants. We came up here, there's a shack I think over here which has that lady in red. Yeah, so we're up above this cliff on this plain, and there's a lot of giants here. There's one of these statues that is a smithing stone. Hello. And he broke that for me. How nice of him. Now I have to actually fight him though. And this one isn't chained to a wagon. Honestly, I'm probably gonna ask it. I'm used to fighting these things with spells. But I just gotta go another one. Yep. It's fool's errand. I'll L2 off the stream, so you don't have to watch me get my ass kicked by these things forever. I do want that smithing stone though. Sweet. Smithing stone 1 times 5. That'll help me get a weapon up, and I want to level up that axe. It's a great weapon. Doors. Octopus. Yeah, so now that I actually have my axe, I think what I want to do, there is a talisman. Oh, actually, I don't even know if I have a talisman pouch yet. I think I might have to kill that first little boss right outside of Stormvale Castle before I get a talisman pouch. And it's still mad at me. Just wanted you. Why didn't you cut that out? You mad because I hit you in the foot? Dang, son. This is gonna hurt. Big sword now. Are you stuck? Dodge. I dodged that. At least I tried to. Slam. Just timed it. Slam. That's just the follow-up swing. I'm slow recovering with this weapon. I'm not used to fighting with slow weapons. Oh, I might be my death. Oh, no. How we doing? How we doing? Does a slam. Give him a bonk. Oh, I win! Oh, shit, I thought I knocked him over. Still win. Alright, how much do I need for a level? I get 11. So if I kill one more of those, I think I might actually have the levels to wield my axe, which would be nice. Go. Actually, no, I need to go get that talisman. That's right. Oh yeah, and can I equip talisman? Oh, I do have a talisman slot. Okay. Forgot if you started the game with one or not. Right. Over here's the Stormhill Shack. This has the lady in red that lets you upgrade your summons. You never saw her in Pally's game because he never shows anything he does in Round Table Build. This lady is going on about wanting to be grafted and being a craven.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off. Or legs. Or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you? The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little one. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, tell them I love that I'm finally getting...
Oh, kind of a weird conversation. Talking about being grafted onto Godric, of course, but she gave me the jellyfish summon, which is actually pretty good. I think it's a tank. It shoots poison projectiles. I stick with the wolf for now because right now I want to have more than one target for enemies to hit. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going for a talisman that Palatine missed. You get so close to it too. But remember, over this way is that Everjail that has a Crucible Knight in it. I'm not going to fight that Crucible Knight. I do not have a buckler to parry with. And I'm certainly not going to try and fight that thing without parrying. I'm sitting here savaging those fists. Some bones, just trying to stock up on a few bones so that I can make arrows. At some point I'll probably just use the bot arrows when I have an abundance of runes and ways to get them. These guys drop. Not 30 now. Get here a item bug. Forget where he is. Up down here. Oh, it's just one that gives us a back. Red one. I should probably kill this wolf. Just in case I have to do some more fighting out here. One of these big boys. Hello. Handle him. Yep. I'll investigate. It's fine. Eggs. Bullet eggs. Still one. Alright, so talisman should be in here. I think this is one that increases bow range. Yep, arrows reach. Useful later. Not a big deal of a talisman, but it's there. It's easy to get. Alright, I think I might be able to get the stats and use my axe. Oh, got my first course. I need 20 strength. Still haven't leveled up anything else. There it is. Alright, so when I two-hand the axe, I'm now strong enough to use it. And yeah, better damage. It actually blocks 69% of physical. It's certainly not a build-defining weapon, but we're going to try big chonky weapons. This is a big chonky weapon. Let's see. Try and get a sense of the combos. Big chops. One to the side. One over the top. Those are the big charged R2s. If I spam R2, does it do the same combo? It does. Faster. Light attack. Yeah, that's right. Lumberjack. And this guy gets overhead chops. Bam. I might actually go upgrade this thing, since I don't know of any other big weapons. Like, I know the first legendary armor when I want it's from the south. But I did get some smithing stone once, so let's upgrade the big chunky axe. Well, since I don't have round table hold yet, this is my... Oh yeah, it's gonna cost me stuff, isn't it? Need runes. Well, I'll do that later then. Let me see if I can get into Stormvale. So if I can, there's one thing I want to do. I'm not going to go try and beat the whole thing yet, but fighting this first boss with no health might be kind of rough. All of my points in strength, so hopefully I can do some damage with this big weapon, but I've never played with big slow weapons, so... It though. Does some damage. Right, so there's that big ballista guy up here. Looks like my game's chonking. Go off to the side to avoid the ballista. If nobody wants anything to do with you. Axe is pretty funny looking. I mean, if y'all want to die, you get chopped up. How's the jumping attack? Oh yeah. One-shot territory, but pretty good. Alright, not going to deal with them. So if you remember, in the castle, there's Sorcerer Roger. This is him. Actually, for this fight, I might want... And... How many, I need more heals, I don't need more rose flasks. So let's use my golden seeds. Oops. Yep. Got some charges. I need 2 for the next one. Haven't got any sacred tears yet, because I haven't gone to any of the churches. I want all heals. Not like I'm using a bunch of magic yet. One day I will. Okay, summon set up. I'm gonna bring a friend. So there's Sorcerer Roger. Before you even meet him, he can try to help you with this boss. Of course, if I summon him, this boss will have twice the health, which isn't fun. But like I said, I don't have a lot of practice with melee fighting with slow weapons, so I need him to be hitting something else for a little while if possible. They still have no freaking armor.
In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Jellyfish time. Oh no, my damage is bad. This ain't gonna go well. The jellyfish can poison him. It's the crit, get the crit. This weapon should do a lot of staggering though. Yep. We're getting some good staggers in on him. The hammer.
Warrior blood must run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Oops, I might die here. Health. Wait, guess what? Let's see if we get a stagger. Yep, sure. Don't kill my friend. I don't want him hitting me because I can't dodge. No, Raju, no. First try. First try. Alright, that's really good. Because now I can actually get into the castle. Which is important. The reason I wanted to do that. That's right, strong. Strong build. So, one, I get some good levels off of that, which is good. Although maybe I should go upgrade my hat. Yeah, I'm not gonna. This is not like a forever weapon for me. I really want to go get the Game of Thrones sword from down south, Castle Morn. And I desperately need health.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace. Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
I forgot. She just takes you there right away. Okay. So, Round Table Hold. Kind of like its own dimension. On the map, it's way down here. But it's not like that little thing that I didn't read said this is actually outside of the world. And so in the capital, there's a, when you go through, I don't know if how you remember, he fought that Erdtree avatar guy, and then he was running along some battlements and he opened a gate below him. That gate opens up towards a little cathedral looking place, and it is a carbon copy of this. That door down there you see that's closed, that's the gate you enter this from when you're in the capital. So, kind of an interesting thing that you get to see this place a couple times. If I go down there, there's a lot of bloodstains for a reason. There is somebody that will invade you, and it's a pretty tough invader when you're low level. He can his status build-ups pretty fast, but kill him, you get the Taunter's Tongue, which lets you make people invade you. But anyway, I can actually show you around this place a little bit. So this is Incantations Boy.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Round Table Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the Two Fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a Tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace. You do? wonderful news. Most Tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the two fingers?
So, I'm getting incantations from this guy. I am going to get a little bit of faith to get some things that like remove Scarlet Rot and stuff like that. But I'm going to be focusing more on intelligence than faith.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
So the Golden Order. One of the endings you can get in the game has to do with the Golden Order. The Golden Order is essentially like, think of the Two Fingers as the Golden Order faction. They are an extension of the Greater Will. Now, if you remember the intro cinematic, they talked about Gideon the All-Knowing. He was the last of the like super special tarnish that they were talking about in the intro cinematic. That's this guy.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new Tarnished made their way to the Round Table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the Round Table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
The guy, he doesn't show you any respect at all until you kill your first boss. Okay. Want me to talk to a couple more NPCs and then we'll call it? Or do you have to... Are your eyes closing? Okay. So this guy here, if you remember Juno Hoslow, the last target of the Volcano Manor quest, that's this guy's brother. This is a Hoslow.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me. Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya. She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like this. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy.
Okay, so he is missing his servant. That's all you hear from him for a while. Yeah, so he's part of House Hoslow. It's this guy. I can tell you more about him later. But you get sleepy, but he won't say anything to me, but I get that emote. What do you want? Over here is the merchant. Twin Maiden Husks. This is who you give bell bearings to. I don't have one right now, but when you give her one, it expands her shop. She has one important item here, the long bow. They don't have a bow yet, so we're buying that. I need 14 dex to even use it. The cipher rings, I don't need those yet. I think what I'm using is bigger. I'm going for the biggest dang weapons I can right now. That's a regular axe, and this thing is a great axe. Yeah. Bigger is better. So I bought a bow. I'm going to skip the cipher rings. I'll tell you about those another time. And over here is the blacksmith.
You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing.
Got the chains on your legs.
I see you've noticed the chains.
Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it.
You're a prisoner?
No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Even time. Technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget. The sheer terror of her.
I don't actually know who he's afraid of. I don't know if he's afraid. I think it might be Queen Marika. There's a picture of Queen Marika right there. And then, if you remember from the intro cinematic, another one of the special tarnish. Her name was Fia. I said I'd never done Fia's questline. This is her.
Greetings,
Deathbed
great
companion.
champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act.
I'm not going to give her a hug and
I
tell you why.
understand. Your disdain is only natural, but should you change your mind, come pay me another visit.
So, I need to look up more of her stuff. I've never done her questline. But I know that giving her a hug gives you the Baldakin's blessing that she talked about, which decreases your max health. Which I can't afford to I can't afford to lose health right now. But yeah, so that's all the NPCs this place starts with. So we'll call the stream there and do some leveling and upgrade this axe off screen. GG's.